Imagine waking up every day feeling unbreakable, not because life is perfect, but because you've built an inner strength that turns stress into fuel, anxiety into clarity, and setbacks into comebacks. What if I told you that emotional fitness isn't just a buzzword? It's the revolutionary self-care upgrade your mind has been craving. In a world drowning in burnout and overwhelm, emotional fitness is your secret weapon. Stick around because in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you why it's the new self-care, backed by science, and how to start building it today. Let's break it down. Emotional fitness is like going to the gym for your mind. It's the practice of strengthening your emotional muscles through intentional habits like mindfulness, journaling, and boundary setting. Unlike traditional self-care, which often focuses on bubble baths and face masks, emotional fitness dives deeper. It's about training your brain to regulate emotions, build resilience, and foster positive relationships. Think of it as upgrading from a quick fix to a lifelong skill set. Research shows that higher levels of mental fitness, which encompasses emotional regulation, are directly linked to better psychological resilience. This means you're not just surviving daily stressors, you're thriving through them. In fact, studies on practices like yoga, a key component of emotional fitness, reveal a 40% decrease in emotional reactivity to stressors after just 9 months, compared to only 15% in those doing conventional exercises. Emotional fitness reframes self-care from passive indulgence to active empowerment.
In today's relentless, always-on world, we're under siege 24/7. Our phones ping with notifications every few minutes, work deadlines never truly end, and social media feeds us a curated highlight reel that silently chips away at our self-worth. The result? A generation quietly burning out. Studies consistently show that chronic exposure to these stressors elevates cortisol levels, disrupts sleep cycles, and over time weakens the brain's ability to regulate emotions effectively. Traditional self-care, bubble baths, scented candles, weekend getaways, offers temporary relief. It soothes the surface, but it rarely touches the deeper roots of the problem, our emotional wiring. This is where emotional fitness changes everything. Unlike fleeting self-care rituals, emotional fitness is about training your mind the way an athlete trains their body. It strengthens your capacity to notice, process, and respond to emotions in healthy, constructive ways. It's proactive, not reactive. It builds the mental muscle to stay grounded when life throws chaos at you. Science is clear on this. Research from the field of positive psychology and neuroscience shows that practices designed to enhance emotional regulation, such as mindfulness-based physical exercise, cognitive behavioral techniques, and intentional emotional reflection, lead to measurable improvements in self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to handle challenges, and overall mental well-being. One study, published in Frontiers in Psychology, found that older adults who consistently practiced emotional regulation skills reported significantly more pleasant emotions and were better at recalling positive memories compared to their younger counterparts. This isn't about age. It's proof that emotional fitness is a learnable, improvable skill that gets stronger the more you use it. The benefits are profound and far-reaching. Reduced anxiety and overwhelm. You stop spiraling when things go wrong. Deeper, more restorative sleep because your mind isn't racing at night. Stronger, more authentic relationships. You communicate with clarity and empathy instead of reacting out of frustration. Greater career success. Emotionally fit people handle feedback, conflict, and pressure with composure, which builds trust and leadership. Faster recovery from setbacks. Failure stops feeling like the end of the world and starts feeling like a stepping stone. When you're emotionally fit, you don't suppress your feelings, you master them. You feel anger without letting it control you. You experience sadness without drowning in it. You celebrate joy without needing external validation to feel worthy. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and those of others, is a cornerstone of emotional fitness. A 2023 meta-analysis in personality and individual differences found a strong correlation between high emotional intelligence and using physical activity as a reliable mood regulation tool. In other words, emotionally fit people don't just exercise to look good, they use it to feel good, creating a powerful feedback loop of resilience and well-being. If traditional self-care is a spa day that leaves you relaxed for a few hours, emotional fitness is the personal trainer who shows up every day, helping you build the strength, endurance, and flexibility to handle whatever life throws at you, today, tomorrow, and years from now. This isn't just a trend, it's a necessity. In a world designed to keep us reactive, emotional fitness is the quiet revolution that puts you back in control.
Ready to stop just surviving and start thriving? Here's your practical, step-by-step beginner's toolkit to build emotional fitness. These aren't complicated theories. They're simple, proven actions you can start today. Think of them as your daily workouts for your mind. 1. Daily emotional check-ins, 5 minutes a day. This is the foundation of everything else. Every day, ideally at the same time, like first thing in the morning or right before bed, sit down with a notebook or your phone and ask 2 simple questions. What am I feeling right now? Why do I think I'm feeling this way? No judgment, no need to fix anything, just notice. Write down whatever comes up. I'm anxious because I have 3 meetings back to back, or I'm frustrated because my partner didn't respond the way I hoped. This small act of naming your emotions without trying to change them builds emotional awareness, the single most important skill for emotional fitness. Research shows that people who regularly label their emotions experience significantly lower stress levels and better emotional regulation over time. It's like turning on the lights in a dark room. Once you can see what's there, it loses half its power over you. 2. Mindfulness plus movement, 10 to 20 minutes a day. Mindfulness isn't just sitting cross-legged and chanting, it's about training your attention to stay present instead of spiraling into worry or rumination. Start with something easy. Guided meditations, like apps like Headspace, Calm, or Insight Timer, have beginner-friendly 5 to 10-minute sessions. Simple box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. But here's the game changer. Combine it with movement. Walk outside while focusing on your breath, or do a slow yoga flow while noticing how your body feels. This combo is powerful because it boosts BDNF, a brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that acts like fertilizer for your brain, helping grow new neural connections and protect against stress. Plus, exercise itself is one of the most reliable mood regulators. It releases endorphins, reduces cortisol, and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Studies show that even moderate movement paired with mindful awareness significantly improves mood and emotional resilience within just a few weeks. So lace up your shoes and go for a walk with intention. It's emotional fitness disguised as a stroll. 3. Build resilience through intentional discomfort. You don't get stronger muscles by lifting the same light weight forever. The same is true for your emotional muscles. Start exposing yourself to small, manageable discomforts every day. Say no to an extra request that doesn't serve you. Have a short, honest conversation you've been avoiding. Sit with an uncomfortable feeling for 5 minutes instead of distracting yourself. These micro challenges train your brain to tolerate discomfort without panicking. Over time, your nervous system learns that you can handle hard things. Research on exposure therapy and stress inoculation shows that gradual, controlled exposure to stress actually lowers your overall stress response and builds long-term resilience. It's like progressive overload for your emotions. 4. Nurture safe, authentic connections. Humans are wired for connection, and emotional fitness thrives in relationships where you can be real. Once a week, or more, reach out to a trusted friend, partner, or family member and share something vulnerable. "I've been feeling overwhelmed lately, and I'm not sure why. I'm proud of this thing I did, even though it was small." Being seen and heard without judgment releases oxytocin, lowers stress hormones, and strengthens your emotional safety net. Studies consistently show that people with strong, supportive relationships recover from emotional setbacks faster and report higher life satisfaction. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's one of the most powerful ways to build emotional strength. 5. Track your progress and celebrate wins. Emotional fitness is a long game, so make it rewarding. Use a habit tracking app like Habitica, Streaks, or even Google Calendar to log your daily check-ins, walks, or moments of saying no. Every time you complete a day, give yourself a small reward, a favorite tea, a quick dance break, or just a mental high five. Tracking creates momentum and makes progress visible. Research on habit formation shows that people who monitor their behavior and celebrate small wins are far more likely to stick with new routines. Remember, like physical fitness, emotional fitness compounds. Small, consistent steps today lead to a much stronger, calmer, more resilient you in 6 months or a year. Quick recap of your daily toolkit: 5-minute emotional check-in, 10 to 20 minutes of mindful movement, one small act of intentional discomfort, one moment of authentic connection. Track and celebrate your progress. Start with just 1 or 2 of these if 5 feels overwhelming. The key is consistency, not perfection. These are your emotional gym sessions, and the best part? You'll start noticing changes in how you feel, how you react, and how you show up in your life much sooner than you think.